Hi trainees! In this session, we will learn to connect the PWM controller with solar panel and solar battery and note input or output current and battery voltage at different time intervals. At the end of this session, you will be able to recognize the need and types of charge controller, explain the role of PWM controller in controlling power of solar panel and solar battery, and describe the steps in connecting the PWM controller with solar panel and solar battery to record current and voltage.
A charge controller is basically a voltage and or current regulator to keep batteries gets charged and prevent from overcharging. It regulates the voltage and current coming from the solar panels and going to the battery. The solar charge controllers are necessary for most solar power system that uses batteries. It controls the power as it moves from the solar panels to batteries. If overcharged, the life of battery is reduced. The solar charge controller performs the following major functions. It charges the battery, gives an indication when battery is fully charged, connects or disconnects the load, monitors the battery voltage, and when it is minimum, disconnects the load, connects or disconnects solar panel to circuit, protects the battery from overcharging, prevents battery from deep discharge, monitors the reverse current flow and block, indicates for charging on, battery connect, solar on, etc. Please note that the commercial charge controllers have 10 ampere to 40 ampere of charging current. Basically, there are three types of charge controller, namely on or off type controller, pulse width modulation, and maximum power point tracking. Let's see the role of PWM controller in controlling power of solar panel and solar battery. In PWM controller, when desired battery voltage is reached, output turns on or off quite rapidly. The battery voltage held constant, producing a more fully charged battery. More charge controllers make use of pulse width modulation. This is a process in which, as the battery starts to reach a fully charged state, the amount of power being transferred to it gradually decreases. PWM extends the battery life even more as it decreases stress on battery. It can also keep batteries in a completely charged state or floating indefinitely. PWM chargers are more complex, but they tend to be more durable as they do not use any breakable mechanical connection. In short, a PWM controller can be thought of as an electronic switch between the solar panels and the battery. The switch is flicked on and off as needed, pulse width modulated to hold the battery voltage at the absorption voltage. The PWM modulates the sinusoidal waves required by certain loads in a way to meet the requirement of the load. Now let us understand the features of this controller. Higher reverse of battery capacity, prevention of heating and gasification, and suitability to smaller applications. Here comes the procedure to connect PWM controller with solar panel and solar output. Ensure you have all the following tools and equipment. Solar panel of 75 watts, solar battery 12 volts 100 ampere per hour, connecting wires, PWM controller, voltmeter and ammeter. Connect the components as per diagram. Place the solar panel in sunlight. Test input-output voltages. Record your observations.
We have reached the end of this session on to connect the PWM controller with solar panel and solar battery and note input or output current and battery voltage at different time intervals. By now, you should be able to recognize the need and types of charge controller, explain the role of PWM controller in controlling power of solar panel and solar battery, and describe the steps in connecting the PWM controller with solar panel and solar battery to record current and voltage.